Welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. Now let's start work with the coding. So the first one I'd like to take care of would be the exit. Let's come right in there, end that, and I'm going to double click on the exit button. The name of the exit button is CMB exit, and before I even do anything, let's go up here. I'm going to enter option explicit there, so which means any of the variable that I enter in there is explicit to whoever is using it. So there. Now inside my exit button right here, first of all, right underneath here, let me just declare the following variable. I'm going to call the update row. Okay, let's say as integer, right? And the next variable I'm going to declare underneath there, I'm going to say dim I exit as dialog. Now I think this one is meant to be VB message box results. This is Excel VBA we're working on. Alright, so right inside my exit button, that's the exit button again, double click on that. I've declared two variables. So the first one that I'm going to make use of is the exit one that I've just declared in here. So just copy that, paste that in here, and let's say the variable I exit equals message box, and the message box I'm just going to enter confirm if you want to exit in there. Close that up. That's my very first argument. So the second argument is going to be VB question. So go for questioning, and let's add another argument. Let's say VB yes or no. That is 2. We have 1, 2, 3 arguments, comma. The fourth argument would be, let me just call it data entry form. There. So that'll be the title. So now let's come in here and just come right underneath and say I exit equals VB yes. So if I exit equals VB yes, then this is what I want the system to do: unload me. There we go. There. Let's just say end if, and that is all with the exits. So the good thing about this method is just when you click on it, the system actually prompts you confirm if you want to exit. You see, those are the argument VB yes or no, and right up here that's the title, and that's what I entered in there: confirm if you want to exit, with the question mark. The question mark is right here. That is where we have, let's open that up, and that is where we have VB question. So that's taken care of. Now let's go back here. The next one I'd like to take care of right away is look at the print. That's a very easy one too. So double click on the print, and right here for the print I'm just going to enter application, yep, the dialogs, open up a bracket, and let's select X dialog printer setup. X dialog inside this various method there, X dialog printer setup. Yeah, I think that's it. X dialog printer setup. Close that. Dot show. So what will happen is when you click on the button, this dialog box will actually show up. Now you can then say workbook dot sheets, yeah, the one with an S, and that will be my sheet 1. Yeah, that's the one I want the system to print out for me. and say comma, oh no, full stop actually, dot print out copies. Okay, enter column equals 1, and that's all for the print. So if I run the print, this is what you guys will see. Let's run the program and you see that. Click on print, there we go. Okay, you can just select whatever you want in there. I'm going to cancel that. Okay, let's take care of the add new button. So I'm going to exit and let's double click on the add new button. The first thing I'm going to do there is I'm going to declare the following variable. Dim, let's just say WKS, so that will be for worksheet, as work. That will be worksheet. Let's put an S there. Now I will also declare another one for the range of data that I would like to add. So let's give that a name. I'm going to call it add new as range. Right. Now the next thing is to set the worksheet. I'm going to set the worksheet as sheet 1. Okay, when I say sheet 1, I'm talking of this very sheet here, this very one. So let's decrease that so that you can see that's it, this very sheet here. So I'm going to set WKS as sheet number 1. So minimize that and come right in here and just say WKS, this one. The WKS is just shorting for worksheet anyway, equals, let's say set, we need to set it first, equals sheet number 1. There we go. Now, and I want to set add new, this very one here, add new, copy that, paste it here, and I want to set that against sheet 1 itself, WKS.range, and that range I'm going to just go all the way, I would say about column A up to 65,356. Okay, that should do. Dot and open a bracket and let's select XL up dot offset. Okay, that means when I enter any data, just get it offset to the next row. Alright, now add new itself dot offset. What do I want inside the very first column? The very first column is 0, 0. Okay, what I want in there is the following value. I'm going to say the value for that is going to be txt reference dot text. So that's the very first one, and I have 10 in total, so I'm just going to copy this and just paste it. Alright, copy, paste, so delete this too. I have 10 in total, so the number here is going to be 1, 2, 3 and so on. We have 8 and 9. So now let's change every single data we have on this. So that's going to be first name, okay, and the next one is going to be surname. So let's speed that up as well. Okay, that is it, taken care of. That is for the add. Let's see, let's just increase the font so that you guys can have a good look at it. I'm gonna make that maybe about 12. Yeah, You should be able to see what I'm up to now. Okay, so that's for print, add, and right below it is exit. There. Now before I even go any further to be on the safe side, let me save this. So I'm going to just call it VBA. No, let's say Excel underscore search underscore update. Yeah, underscore function, so that I know which one I'm dealing with. That's good. Now to save that, you see this save type, we have to change that to save Excel macro enable. Okay, Excel macro enable workbook. Make sure that is selected. Okay, I'm going to save that in my own directory, which is on my desktop here. So let's save it right in here. Save. There. Okay, that's taken care of. Okay, we can even test it out, but the thing is, the combo box, there's no data on the combo box. Well, that's no problem. Let's test it out. Yeah, let's test it out. Okay, let's come right down here and here. So I'm gonna enter some data in there. Let's just say reference, let's say 304, right, and the name is going to be Tony Allen. Okay, and the address is 79, and so let's just say 79 Afrobeat. Yep, Afrobeat Road. Okay, and I'm going to come in here, the telephone number is entered following, and right here Afrobeat Road, let's enter a city there. I'm going to say Lagos. Yeah, that's fine. And the date, let's make up a date there, so we call that 30/04/2020. Right here there's nothing, so I'm just gonna give him a title there. So let's just say pilot. Yeah, pilot. And membership type, we can call him annual member, and he's paying as follows. There, postcode. There we go. Alright, as you can see, that's my last record there, which is duplicated with this. So I'm going to enter this, but when I click on add, this is not going to appear there. It will appear on my worksheet here. So let's click on add. Okay, I've already entered it in there. So I'm going to now exit out. So let's just be sure it's there anyway. So I've clicked on that twice. Yes, exit. But the problem is it's not here. You will see why it's not here now. So exit. So let's come into my workbook. There. Scroll right down. We should be able to see Tony Allen. There we go. I think I can see Tony Allen. Look at it. That's Tony Allen right there. But why don't we have Tony Allen on this very sheet here, on the list box? We don't have Tony Allen there. You know why? Because in the name right here, where we have format, you see name manager, the name manager is only up to rule 45, and Tony Allen happens to be on rule 46. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the row because I'm going to have more. So let's just change the whole thing to 60, or I can just make it, let's say, about 2000. Right, that's fine. Oh, okay, 2000. Yeah. All right. So come here, click on save. So we have it up to 2000. So if I click on test, look at it. Okay, it's going to be all the way up to 2000. See that? It's still going. Okay, so that is that done. We can now close this. Close. If you want to save that. Now let's go back to our interface design, run the program now, and if we scroll right down, we should be able to see Tony Allen's details here. Let's take it back up and just scroll gently. That is it, guys. Look at Tony Allen's details. Okay, so that is the solution to that. So that's taken care of. Let's take it off, delete, reset, update, and these other ones. So I might have to try and speed up most of this. So double click on delete. Now inside delete, I'm going to declare the following. So let's say dim as integer. I'm going to dim something as integer there. Copy this and just change the variable name around. Paste that inside delete. So the variable name, I'm just going to call that I. Change that to letter I. Okay. Oh, that's 1. Change that to I. Okay, let's use a for loop. For I equals 0 to range. So, and the range, okay, maybe I should even change it to, I'm going to change a whole lot to 60 something thousand. Let's make the range 60 something thousand. Okay, so let's say for I equals 1 to 65,000 plus. Okay, so instead of 1,000 or 2,000, it can always be 60 something thousand. And end as this as well. Copy all of those, just dump it in there and change this to roll. Roll -1. Now if lst display dot select dot selected I, so if I is selected, so I'm now talking to the list box. If I select anything from the list box, this is what I want the system to do. Okay, then I want whatever that is selected, I want it deleted. Roll. So let's kind of like indent this. So we can just say rolls I plus 1 dot select. Okay, and whatever is selected, which is, we would refer to that as selection, dot delete. And if, and we must next I as well. So that is taken care of. Next I, and let's indent this, indent this. That is that taken care of. That's the delete. Okay, let's take care of the reset button. Double click on reset. I'm going to have to speed things up because of time. Now that is the reset. These are the lines of code for the reset. Okay, now one important thing, if you guys notice, when I ran the program the other time, I don't have any data in here. So let's get those sorted. So I'm going to enter those as form initialize now, but I need the name of each of them. So let's come right down here. So right here, let's come up here and choose a different, select a different event, form initialize. That is it. Let's tab so that you guys can see it. And in here, okay, right in here, the following codes will be included. Now take a good look at these lines of codes. Let's increase this about 14. Now this will add the following data straight into the member type. Okay, and this will add the following for the proof of ID. If we come right down here, these lines of codes here will add the following price for the member fees. Okay, why this? We just display the time. Okay, right above all of these three components up there. Now right below it, this is the variable I declared right up there called update role. This will update the role straight away as soon as we log on, because remember the variable, the event we're using is initialize, form initialize. Okay, so as you can see, role was initialized as 10, so whatever we have will be updated straight away inside each of these when we click on updates or whatever. So if I run it now, that is what you guys should see. They all have data in there. Okay, as soon as I log on to the system, run the system, it actually initialize straight away. Okay, so as you can see, the data that is initialized in here is actually from here. That is the John Davis. If you look at it, because I said 10 on that very code, so what is done is added the headings 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So I should actually change that to 2 instead of 10, so we can get the very first data here called dynamic hunter. So I'm going to exit out. Let's go back inside form initialize and scroll right down here. Okay, instead of 10, I'm going to change that to 2. Okay, so we now go run the program. Look at that, dynamic hunter is there. If we change it to whatever, let's go back in there. If I change it to something like 7, let's see, there we run it. 7 is Tom Jones. Let's see, Tom Jones, there we go, to be number 6 here. If you count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, let's take it back to 2. 2 is logically correct, so I'm going to put 2 in there. So that is to do with the form initialize. Okay, save that back in here. Now let's take care of the spin button, and there we go. Those are the lines of code for the spin button. If you look at this code properly, study it, you will see that it is logically correct. Greater than 0, okay, the value of a spin button will be what I have, whatever I have inside C2. Okay, and C1 will be equals to A and C2. All right, the same thing applies to the others. Okay, look at this. If you look at this is for the reference number, first name, surname. Okay, and we have address and so on. Okay, so let's take it down so that you can see the rest of the code. So I have to speed this up. Okay, that's it. Now let's run the program and see how that will work. There we go, run it. Yeah, you see that? That's how the spin button works. Okay, let's have a go at 1 2 I think the delete, I'm not going to select anything, that will be deleted. Alright, come in here, end that. Okay, now let's take care of update. Double click on the update, and right here are the lines of code for the update. Okay, that is quite simple. It's not a difficult line of code. All we're just doing is updating whatever value we've just entered straight in onto the spreadsheet. There we go, that's it. Okay, that is not difficult. So have a good look at the lines of codes. Now let's take care of search. Now these are the lines of code for the search button. We'll take a good look at it from here up to here. Let's go down a little bit. I had to speed things up because there's a lot of coding involved. There we go. Up to here. Take it from the top and bring it down a little bit, or maybe just move this up a little bit so that you can see everything the way it is. Maybe indent all of this. Right, here are the lines of code for the search from here down here up to there. Okay, one more thing. The reset, if you guys notice the reset, I've also included these lines of code. We actually, once I click on reset, if there's any selection made, that will be deselected. Okay, why this one actually clears all of the data inside every single text box, and this one should be set to clear as well. Let's go back in here. You see the list box itself. I'm going to double click on that. So on double click, that's what I want to use. I don't want to use click, so I'm going to change this to double click. When I double click, I want to be able to select there. So let's run it and see. So when I double click, any data, any row that is double click on will be automatically selected on the spreadsheet itself, or the worksheet or workbook. So let's run this program so that you guys see it. So take a good look at that. Let me take it up. Here are the lines of code. I declare the following variables. Print, bring it down. Add data, take it down one more time. Delete. We have exit here, and we have reset. From here up to here, reset. Then we have the search. There's a search. Take it down. Update. You can always pause your system to have a look. Search. Update. Double click on the list box. Your spin button. And finally, initialize the form with the following. As a form, initialize, bring it down, initialize again, and there. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to run the program now so that we can call it the end of this project. Yeah, the first thing first that we haven't tried out is the search. Let's click on that and let's enter 99 else. Okay, let's say 7799. Search. There we go. Look at it. Danny Boyce. Let's check for another data. I'm going to go for 2444. That's it. Tony Parker. Maybe one more. Let's search for 4568. Oh, okay, there's a mistake. Let's see what's going to happen. That data does not exist. Okay, so that's 4568. There we go. Dynamic Hunter. Okay, that is how the whole system works. Now, for the double click, this is how the double clicks works. So if I come in here now and I double click on any data, let's see what's going to happen. That is gray small. Double click on gray small. That is it. Gray small is automatically selected on the spreadsheet itself. Let's check out 14 journey. There we go. 14.2 journey. And let's go back down. Tony Parker. You can see it right there. Johnny Davis there, or John Davis. So that is how the Excel data entry form with search and update function works. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.